Well, guys, today I'm investigating a murder. Not a human murder, a turkey murder. That's right. A turkey was murdered. Got feathers, feathers, more feathers, lots of feathers. And we have the turkey up there. We know that a fox killed the turkey. The reason I'm here is because I want to see if this hen had a nest somewhere. So we can follow the crime scene. That's where the bird died, right there where all those feathers are. The way I'm walking, there's more feathers, which means that the attack happened somewhere this way, would be my guess. So I'm walking this way, looking for signs of a struggle. And I feel like the only way that a fox could get enough of a jump on a turkey to actually kill it would be if it was sitting in the path and the turkey just walked right by. It would have had to have been waiting super still, in my opinion. I want to know if there's a nest, because if there is a nest, then maybe I could call the DC about the eggs or whatever, see what they say. I imagine they'll probably say something like, yes, sorry, we can't do anything. And if that happens to be the case, then maybe I'll just take the eggs myself, try incubating and hatching them. If I can hatch little turkeys, raise them for a little bit, but, not around humans or whatever, and then let them go once they're big enough, towards the end of the season. It's better than nothing if you can get some more wild turkeys out there in the woods, right? I don't think it was a nesting hen, because this is a horrible place to have been nesting. She died, over there, bloop, right there. And all along this hedgerow, it's short cut grass. And then you have, hardwood trees in here. So there's not really any great cover. I feel like the only turkey nests that I have ever seen listening to hear, see if I could hear gobbles with the crows going. I feel like the turkey nests, the only ones that I've ever seen, were not in the woods at all. They were out in fields, in long, tall grass and whatnot. It's not to say they can't be in the woods, but I imagine probably. Another reason I'm thinking it's probably not a nesting hen is unless the fox pulled the turkey off her nest. The attack happened this morning, and mother hens won't leave their nest until later in the afternoon when it warms up a little bit, or just when they start meandering around, in the morning they'll sit on their eggs, from what I've read and heard. So she wouldn't have really left her eggs at this point, theoretically. It's also only May 14th, which there are definitely hens out there sitting on eggs, right? But I'd say we're at the turning point between a lot of the hens starting to nest and most of them being on nests. So I don't think there are a whole ton of birds on eggs yet. And I also don't think that this hen was sitting on nests. I'm kind of wandering in the wood line here a little bit, and there's just, I can't see any good cover, that I would say definitively, oh yeah, a turkey might have nested in there. There's some brambles and briars over here, but again, we have not seen any turkeys here on the farm property in months, since fall turkey season, and during deer season and whatnot. So for me, the idea that a turkey could have been nesting right here just doesn't feel right, because I feel like in order for turkeys to be nesting nearby, you would have had to have seen some proof of turkeys being around in the first place. And since there's been no real turkey sign or visual sightings lately, I imagine it was just a hen strolling through. Or maybe she was calling. Maybe she was looking for a gobbler and she was calling this morning. and it attracted a fox. The fox came in, and then the fox just stalked her and killed her. Which is honestly what I'm leaning towards at this point. That's what I think probably happened. Is she was a hen looking for a gobbler, was going around putting and, you know, cutting and yelping, and then the fox heard it, was going around her morning hunt, and decided to seize the opportunity, jumped the bird, and killed it. Because here I am, even in all this thick stuff along the edge here, I don't see any nests. Not to say it's not here, if there is one, because they hide them pretty well. But if it wasn't here, then I feel like a fox wouldn't have snuck up on her while she was sitting on her nest and all this stuff, you know? Like, a hen doesn't have much to do but pay attention and watch when she's sitting on her eggs, right? So I figure it would have been difficult for a fox to sneak up on her, and this is just a whole bunch of branches and stuff. But then again, humans are very noisy. Foxes and other creatures can be so very silent, it's insane. So yeah, I'm seeing absolutely zero sign to suggest there is a nest over here. I just thought there might have been a nest since a bird actually died. Figure how many opportunities would a fox have to kill a turkey? Either number one, it would have had to have sat and waited and then killed the turkey when the turkey walked by. Or number two, it would have had to have jumped it on its nest. The feathers start over there, so I figure if she jumped off her nest would have been in the woods over there. And she actually died right over there as well. There's a lot of feathers there. But Lemuel Case brought her this way to show her off to the camera and stuff. But they actually came up on her when the foxes had just killed her and she was sitting there. But there she is. A really, really small bird. I mean, look how small she is. Definitely a hen, you know. It's sad. It's super sad. But, I mean, I could cut her open and see what's in there. See if there's an egg. But the odds of that would be very unlikely and wouldn't necessarily prove anything. It could prove that she was starting a nest, but I think she was probably just looking for a gobbler, if I'm going to be serious. But yeah, I guess that does it. I'll show her to you one more time because I feel like I spent a lot of this video just with my face in the camera. But those are just my thoughts about what happened to her as far as how the kill happened. Obviously, we know a fox did it. Oh, it's so sad. I hate to see this happen to Turkey. She weighs absolutely nothing, too. She's super tiny. Super duper tiny. But yeah. I'm going to put her back over here where the foxes killed her, so at the very least, if the foxes come back, they'll just take her away, you know. And they don't have to go trying to kill another turkey. But, you know, turkeys, they can fly really well, you know. For those of you who have any experience or understanding about turkeys, they can fly very well. And so, you know, as soon as they would have seen even the slightest hint of you know, a fox moving or whatever, they could just take off and fly, you know, and fly like crazy. Like, they're amazing flyers. So, to me, this turkey would have had to have been jumped in some way, either on a nest or just they were sitting and waiting. But you know what else is suspicious to me is the boy said there was a little fox with the adult fox. How's an adult fox supposed to sneak up on a turkey with a little fox? So that's why I think they might have jumped on a nest, but how are you supposed to find a nest in this garbage? You're not. Anyway. Pretty cool little find. Hopefully I can get myself one more gobbler before the season's over. And so we'll have another turkey video yet. But as for right now, see you later.